Everybody, welcome back to the Hazel and Mia Podcast. We are so excited to be here today. Our topic is going to be mental illness. Is it on the rise, or has it been consistent in the growth of mental illness? We want to also discuss reasons for mental illness and things that you can do when you recognize the signs.
Yeah.
So literally, it is, this whole week has been 35-degree temperatures Celsius. And that is extremely hot. That's in the 90s. And so it's just been a miserable week. And if you don't have access to the beach, the ocean, the lakes, or a pool, it's just been a very uncomfortable temperature. And that is something that triggers mental illness.
Yeah.
The climate conditions.
If you take antidepressant medication, this weather plays havoc with the chemicals in it. So it makes you more thirsty, it makes you more hungry. Because I've done research on that side of what taking medication does to you during this weather. It makes you actually feel like you're going backwards.
And the absolute worst thing to do when you are thirsty or hungry is to drink alcohol.
Yes.
A lot of people think, nice cold beer is just absolutely perfect. That plays havoc on any medication that you're taking, whether it is dealing with mental illness or not.
And did you know that alcohol is actually a depressant?
Yes. And it is one of the causes that leads to mental illness.
Yeah.
You
now,
know,
let me clarify, we are not saying that all alcohol leads to that. We're saying it's a common factor.
Exactly.
Don't that one leads to the other. It's just common for the two to be together.
And you got to recognize that millions of people drink. Okay. Yes. It is about the intensity of which you drink, how often you drink, and recognizing that if you are prone to losing control when you're drinking, this leads to major depression. It leads to so many different types of mental illness. And I want to point out one thing, okay? Mental illness does not mean that you're a weak person.
And it don't mean your life is over either.
Exactly. Okay. A lot of our youth really enjoy going out and partying and drinking and doing drugs. Using these substances occasionally is not first of all, it's not a substitute for actual medication for mental illness, but it also does not make you a bad person.
No.
Okay.
I think the youths of today are put under so much pressure. Peer pressure is the biggest downfall, I think, for our young people these days.
Absolutely. And we have created a society that just pours the pressure on our young people.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have created rules and laws that are so strict
Yes. Yeah.
that it basically forces our young people to become dependent on medications and alcohol and go overboard on using drugs. I mean, every day you hear in the news about a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
And fentanyl was literally a drug that was used in hospital or is used in hospitals to help people overcome certain what am I trying to say here? It's like a antibiotic,
Yeah.
not really an antibiotic. Okay.
It's along those lines that makes you drowsy. It gives you the effects of
Anesthesia is what I'm looking
yeah.
for. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just been made so prevalent in society, easy access to it,
Yeah.
that if you are not in the medical profession, you don't know what dosage is good for you or what's not good for you.
No. And I think as well, I was really, really lucky. If my boys ever tried anything, they'd come home and tell me. And then we'd have a conversation about why it's not good for you, what damage it can cause. But some younger people haven't got that privilege of speaking to anybody openly about it. So then they're doing it secretly. Then they take nail and nobody knows why they take nail, which then leads them into a downward spiral.
Yes.
And I think being, especially for our younger people, being locked away for so long with COVID didn't help mental health at all.
No, it
and
didn't.
It is like the knock-on effect of that.
Yes. And even worse, there are a huge part of the population where the parents are actually addicted to certain substances.
Yeah.
And the children are brought into a situation where this is normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have the peer pressure of social media promoting certain things. It's a big money maker.
Yeah.
And we have too many instruments available for our youth to allow them to believe that they can make easy money by not selling it, but by promoting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Over here, it's a big thing where you can knock on any door and somebody will know where you can get stuff.
Yeah.
And that's if they're not stood on a street corner selling it, or they sat outside the local shop. So it's so readily available.
Yes.
And that's the scary thing.
And it's also easily disguised.
Yes. Yeah.
So I also was a parent who encouraged my children to talk about these things, because I know that curiosity is part of being a young person.
Yeah.
I was curious when I was young.
We've all done it. And that's the thing. That's what we've got to remember is when our children do it, we just explain the situations, what can happen.
Yes.
And
don't be judgmental.
I've got a big thing. If my boys are going out, I always say to them, just text me when you get there. Text me when you're on your way home so that if anything goes wrong, I know where you are.
Yes. And I was always famous for saying, okay, you had too much to drink, you had something to smoke. Don't hesitate to call me and say, Mom, I can't drive. Yeah. I'll be there. And I'm not going to ask you any questions because I want you to be safe. Yeah. Okay. I understand that everybody is trying different things. This is where we have allowed politicians, governments, to actually trap us into a form of mind control.
Yeah, yeah.
Making us believe that, oh, it's not so serious until you get caught with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Misinformation is everywhere.
Yeah. And I think as well, like, because children, young people then see the parents doing it, they see their friends doing it, they think it's the normal thing to do, as you've said. But this is our chance to say, right, okay, this is going to be the situation if you keep on this path. The situation is, if you get caught, you're going to have a criminal record, which will then stop you from getting the job you want. You will be...
And it will follow you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
While even if someone tells you, okay, your record will be expunged when you turn 18, I guarantee you that with the internet today, it will be out there forever.
Yeah.
And it will lead to many more drastic mental illness problems.
Yeah. And the thing is now, and I think this is what everybody needs to think about, if you put something on your Facebook or your Instagram about how your mental health is bad, employers look at that, which then makes you feel even worse because you know that they are checking what's going on.
Absolutely.
It's like a dog-eat-dog cycle.
Because today, employers will look at your work environment, how you communicate with others, and then go back and look into your background and say, oh, it's because of something that happened 10 years ago or something like that. And that's becoming more and more popular. For first of all, for the employers to find a way to keep promotions away from you, to pay you a lower salary and get the same work from you. I do want to mention something about the different types of mental illness. We all know that anxiety and depression, bipolar, schizophrenia is a mental illness, PTSD, eating disorders. Each of these has its own set of symptoms. Right? And challenges.
Because two people could have the same diagnosis, but they're on totally different ends of the diagnosis spectrum.
Absolutely, because we're individuals in the end, okay? And one, like I said, okay, the heat can affect one person one way and another person a different way, completely different.
Yeah. And I'm going to say something now that might trigger people, and I apologize if it do. Don't think you're alone. There are people that will listen, organizations that will listen. We will listen.
Absolutely.
If we come, have a cry and have a scream, that's fine by us.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
Really, because it's important that you know you're not alone. That's the hard thing with mental illness. So many people are embarrassed to talk about it, but we don't want you to be embarrassed.
Well, they're embarrassed. They also don't recognize what's happening with them. You know, when they feel sad, they think, okay, it's normal to be sad about certain things. You lose a parent, you lose a friend, and it's normal to feel down. They're irritable because the weather is hot. They have to work long hours. They're not getting a lot of sleep. And all of those things are signs that there are some mental illness or emotional problems that should be addressed. You don't eat regularly.
Yeah, that's a big one, because then you're endorphins, I think they're called. I can't say the word properly. They all change.
Yeah.
All your balance changes.
Yes.
I'm a great believer in, if you know you can't eat a big meal, eat a little bit often, because that's keeping your levels where they should be.
Correct. I don't eat a lot, and my husband is always telling me that I need to eat. I need to eat.
Yeah.
I am diabetic, and I know that that causes mood swings.
Yeah.
The medication that I take, all of those things have an effect on my body.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I react differently every day because I don't feel hunger so much. So I am conditioning myself to eat small things
Yeah.
throughout the day
Yeah.
so that I don't have a low sugar reaction, or I can it really does affect your emotional stability.
Yeah. And the thing is, as readers, we know within minutes if the person we are talking to is depressed or just low within themselves. If I'm working with a depressed client, I always say to them, go and visit your doctor, tell them how you feel.
Yes.
They are there to help you and to give a diagnosis.
And don't be ashamed in saying this drug is not working for me. It makes me feel funny. I know that people with heart conditions or high blood pressure, high cholesterol, are put on statins. Statins have an adverse effect.
Yeah.
And I encourage people to do their research and try to go with a more natural homeopathic method,
Yeah.
because chemical drugs do have an adverse effect on your body. And it is prescribed most often by doctors because the pharmaceutical companies want to make the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And while in the short term, it may produce really good results, in the long term, you have to focus on what it's actually doing to your body.
Yeah. I've been on certain medication for 28 years, and I know full well if I ever wanted to come off that, I've got to be weaned off it.
And that
Because my body
takes,
depends on
there you go. That takes a lot of strength to wean yourself off of a drug that you've been on for 36 years.
26.
26 years. See, I added 10 more years for you. And here is another thing that you need to know about the drugs that are prescribed by pharmaceutical companies. They age you mentally and physically.
Yeah. And they make you put on weight.
They make you put on weight. And that just has such a huge effect on your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because once you start putting on weight, you then start to have problems with your knees, problems with your legs, not being able to do exercises as easily as other people, or as easily as you were able to do them before. So all of these things have an adverse effect on your body, in which, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go on.
Okay. Go on. In which it's very important for you to literally seek the help of professionals. Seek the help of coaches, not to monitor your every move, because that's not our goal.
No.
We want you to be self-sufficient, to be able to say to yourself, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I want to work towards this goal. And have a cheerleader in your corner. That's what we are here for.
And helping you just to take those baby steps to get you to where you want to be in life.
There you go. You got to start somewhere. And remember that. No matter where you are in life, it's never too late to start a new path.
No. No, definitely not. Now, for me, I'm just starting a new path because I've just gone through the menopause.
Okay.
Oh my God. I think that's a show to do to explain the effects. I've been like a dragon to live with. I've been like a monster. But that was all down to the menopause.
Yeah, and and that's a natural uh happening in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not something that's unique to you. I don't want to say that I've already been through it. Yes, I have already been through it. And you know what was good for me is that I have five older sisters. And
Yeah.
so I was on the phone with them every week saying, "Hey, did this happen to you? Or am I going crazy? I'm just feeling so much different.
Yeah.
You can't sleep at night. That has a terrible effect on you physically. So all of those things are normal
Yeah.
life occurrences,
Yeah.
and you're not on this journey alone.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Be I want you to um, be encouraged, be empowered
Yeah. Yeah.
to speak your truth, to say, I don't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to find a different way to do things. Something as simple as taking your shoes off and going out into a park and letting your feet feel the grass,
Yeah.
the
I'm a big
earth.
believer on that. I really, really am.
I absolutely love it. And now that we have a new little dog who follows me everywhere I go, he absolutely loves just laying in the grass and rolling in the grass.
Yeah.
And it's like this is healing for him.
I think on our next podcast, we need to introduce Snoopy to our viewers because he's a new member of our team.
I have to find out how he feels about being on camera because he's a big talker at times, and then sometimes he gets really shy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. We might need to get him to sign a contract.
Yes,
But look how much just having Snoopy have changed your life around.
absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
not just me, it's also my husband.
Yeah.
He adores Snoopy. And this was a big conversation that we had had in the past, whether or not we wanted to get a dog,
Yeah.
because all of the children were out of the house and everything like that. And we like to travel.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, having a dog would be so much more restrictive. Well, Mr. Snoopy loves to travel too and argues with why he can't go into certain places. So
Yeah.
I know that in an earlier life, he was a lawyer or a negotiator.
Yeah. And the thing is, sometimes just having that little bit of company, like when Mr. C is out working all day and you work from home, you have that company with Snoopy, so you're not alone either.
Absolutely. And people can actually use animals to
Yes.
help them through their mental illnesses because animals are trained to understand that you're
Yeah.
going through something
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
if you don't have a spouse or a significant other, having that dog just come to you and just want you to pet them,
Yeah.
or when they sense that you are not doing very well emotionally, they
Yeah.
come to you and just lay on your feet.
Yeah. And that makes a big difference just to let you know that somebody cares.
Yes, because you will get the sense that this is just another person who is in a different form.
And the good thing with an animal is you can tell them everything and they can never repeat it.
Exactly.
That,
They're better than a journal.
Yes. Yeah, because they listen.
They listen, and not to put down using your journals, because that's a very important
Yeah.
tool as well. But I will say that having a pet, a cat, a dog, a rabbit,
Yeah.
a pig, all of those things, all of those house pets
Yeah.
literally care about you being there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are so very much in tune to needing you as much as you need them.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
We know that mental health illnesses are on the rise, and we know that there are certain trigger points like social media, like the news, for instance.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of our goals is to help push your state of mind into another direction, to
And also,
tune out the negative things that are out there.
to push your boundaries. You need to move out of that comfort zone to make
Absolutely.
new things happen, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And if all else fails, Hazel will sing to you. Gosh, did you see how much her mental has risen? It's, laughing and crying are such fabulous tools to help you get rid of the negative energy that surrounds you.
Yeah. And as well, do you know what? Laughing is the best medicine.
Absolutely. That quote was created for a reason,
Yeah.
because you literally cannot cry if you're laughing.
And that's the good thing. When clients come to us, we'll add humor into our readings.
We can't help it. Have you ever had a podcast with Hazel? If you've ever had a conversation with Hazel, you would know. So I am encouraging you to speak with Hazel.
The amount of people I'll say, give your head a wobble, turn that upside down, because sometimes you need to say that for them to actually realize, well, yeah, I can do that and I will do that.
A 5-minute conversation with someone who just makes you smile
Yeah. Yeah.
is 5 minutes where you are not sitting in negativity.
Yeah. I agree with that completely.
Everybody needs that every day.
Yeah.
If you can look out your window and see a child playing and it makes you smile, stay at the window for a little longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Wow. I want to thank you all for joining us today. This has been a wonderful conversation, and I want you to know that this helps us as well as it helps you. So please feel free to leave a comment, give us the thumbs up, and subscribe. Yes, go ahead.
Let us know what you want us to discuss.
Absolutely. We work with a lot of different topics, and nothing is less important if it means something to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that, definitely.
Thank you so much, Hazel. This was a wonderful meeting, and I look forward to talking with you soon.
You shall. Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.